ShiftPixy, ticker PIXY, is up 160% as we're recording this. Now, firstly, why are we moving so much, and what does this all mean? So firstly, we've gapped, again, this 100% moved from around 40-50 cents to $1.13. Now, the reason this happened is actually off news that they're doing a 1-for-24 reverse stock split, and again, this will happen on the 30th. Now, this is key to note, because what this basically means is there's going to be less shares outstanding, because again, for every 24 shares that they have now, that will now convert into 1. So what this does mean is, if this stock is likely to short squeeze, which again, if we zoom out, this stock has had numerous kind of big moves happen kind of when it's been a stock. So by there being less outstanding shares, there's just more chance this stock can run, because obviously there's less stocks to be able to buy and sell and cover short positions. So that's firstly the catalyst. But overall, again, don't forget, this is bad news. When a stock reverse stock splits, it's normally because they can't naturally increase their stock price, so they have to artificially do it by doing a reverse stock split. So normally it's a negative thing. Like in the case of this, the main reason they're going to be doing it is to avoid the NASDAQ delisting of being below that $1 threshold. Now, to go over then the key levels that we want to be paying attention to, so the one closest to where we are now is going to be right above current price, and it's going to be around $1.60. The $1.60 is a year-to-date anchored VWAP on Pixy. So again, this will be our first key resistance, where if we come into here, could be looking to trade the short bias into the downside. It is hard to borrow, but anyway, we probably can get shares. It will just be expensive, or they will charge. Now, it doesn't seem like there's any volume on the options, but if there is, then it could be something we could swing trade. If there's no calls, then obviously I will never swing trade something like this short bias, because it can do, 160% moves. Don't want to be playing against that. So if we can't protect ourselves, I'm only looking at it as a day trade. Now, if we go higher, what are more resistances? We have $1.93, which is our first deviation on the 6 month, and then that. From there, we need at least 100% move to get to our next resistance, which would be $4 and then $5.35. So we do have key levels. We got the 160 and the 193, which are closed. And then if we had some sort of a squeeze, again, this could potentially happen after the reverse stock split. No guarantee, because again, it's normally a negative thing, but it's always just a possibility. And that's probably why we're gapping today, is a possibility that we could now have some sort of short squeeze. But if we do break through there, then again, obviously $4, $3.35 as key resistance levels.